After pulsating end to the reinforced conference, another PVL title is at stake. The new conference has begun yesterday as we crowned champions last night, but the confetti has been swept and the balloons are put away, and teams are now ready for a new challenge. It's time for the Invitational Conference here in the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
And the action doesn't stop here in the heart of volleyball. Less than 24 hours ago, we crowned the queens of the Reinforced Conference, and here we are back in action, this time for the Invitational Conference, which actually debuted yesterday as well. We saw in action Kurashiki Ablaze, who is back today to go against the Farm Fresh Foxies. So we've got a local team going up against one of our guests, and that is the only game we will be enjoying today from the Phil Sports Arena, and we are so glad you're on hand joining us this great day of volleyball. My name is Chikiro Puno. I'm with AJ Pareja, and of course, you've already heard from Kyla Castillo, and we will be bringing you this game today. This is a little bit simpler, talking about the way this conference will go, because I'm sure we are all still catching our breath from what went on in the Reinforced. How was that experience for you, by the way? Were you able to catch some of that action?
Yes, of course, Miss Chiki, and this conference might be a short one, but I'm sure that it's gonna be intense.
Yeah, so explain to us a little bit, AJ. Yeah,
our tournament format is very short, so we have 5 teams, 2 guest teams, 3 local teams, and it's just gonna be one round robin. So every team will face each other. Then the top 3 and 4 teams will be playing for the bronze, and the top 2 teams will be playing for the gold. So very quick, but I'm sure na ibibigay ng mga teams ang lahat nila for this conference.
Naman. Nakapag-practice na tayo niyan, AJ, yung mga knockout rounds. Every single game is really might be the last for the team, di ba, after the round robin. So we've gotten used to those kinds of heart-stopping games, and I think some have actually liked them or prefer them. But that is what we have in store for you in the Invitational Tournament. And thank you, AJ, for explaining the format. Now let's look at the team standings, which is very easy pa lang dahil naka-isang game pa lang tayo.
Yeah, so far it's Kurashiki at the top of the pack with 1 win at the expense of Yestekola, the other guest team from Thailand. So if Kurashiki wins another one today, you can see that they're a shoo-in in any of those trophy matches. But of course, they would want to keep on winning to eventually get into that gold medal match, because it's short one, every win matters. And of course, for Farm Fresh, our local team, they would want to make a better record from the previous conference coming into the Invitationals.
Absolutely. And of course, Kurashiki only, well, actually, no rest, because they did play yesterday. And Farm Fresh had a little bit of a break because they made it to the quarterfinals, ending in number 8 after the preliminary round of the Reinforcement Conference. But hanggang dun lang sila. So nakapagpahinga, nakapag-regroup, at nakapag-isip-isip din, and I'm sure they're gonna bring in a lot of what they learned from the Reinforced Conference into the Invitationals.
Yes, Shiki, they lost to Akari, the eventual silver medalist for the previous conference in the quarterfinals. So that's a respectable performance for the Foxies, but of course, we'll see a lot more action from them, especially from one of their go-to persons, Trisha Tubu.
Oh, absolutely. We had a chance to feed her last night as she was awarded. She is part of the PVL Premier team. And why not? She has really given a very good performance after she is no longer a newbie, di ba? Naka 1 year na siya. She started her pro career in the Invitationals last year, and she has come a long way.
Yeah, for someone so young into the pro leagues, Trisha Tubo already garnering 108 points. She's on the top level of our local players, even matching some of the performances of the previous reinforcements in that conference. So we are expecting a lot from Trisha Tubu once more in this short but intense conference.
Yes, all eyes on Trisha Tubu. And on the other side of things, Lomei Singh, aka Maggie, we like to call her, also made a huge first appearance yesterday, scoring 22 points against SK Cola, and siya yata ang magpapahirap sa buhay ni Trish Tubo today.
Yes, of course. As a middle blocker to garner 22 points, I'm a middle blocker myself in my career. So that's quite high.
Yeah.
Like a big number for a middle blocker to produce that much points in a game. So I'm pretty sure that on the defense and offense, Kurashiki Ablaze will be relying heavily on Maggie today.
And Maggie will be relying heavily on her setter, si Kyocha Oshima, who also had 26 excellent sets yesterday, and that's quite a number. I'm sure you will agree.
Yeah, quite a number for just 4 sets. So Kyoka Oshima, I've been seeing her, watching her during the warm-ups, and I'm already at awe with how speedy she gives her sets. So I'm pretty sure that she will really orchestrate the offense for Kurashiki Ablaze for today.
One of the most interesting things that we are seeing as we progress here in the PVL, pumapasok na rin yung ibang mga nationalities and the different styles of play. We are a little bit more familiar with the quick Japanese style of play, and I think these teams that will be participating in the Invitationals will gain a lot from playing these our guest teams. And you, Kyla, were able to actually talk to
Head
the head
coach.
coach? Yes, the head coach. But I also want to know what you talked about with our newly crowned best opposite spiker.
Yes, well, first of all, no, Chiki and Doc AJ, it's quite a gloomy day, but don't worry, you guys, because we're gonna be replacing that with glee. As we continue day 2 of the Invitational Conference, nakausap ko nga si Trisha Tubo, and she expressed gratitude for bagging the Best Opposite Spiker Award. Para kay Trisha, may dalang pressure ang nakuha niyang award, but in a good way. It actually motivated her. She said, and I quote, "Kailangan kong patunayan na deserve ko ito, kaya goal kong i-maintain o higitan pa ang laro ko." Guys, best believe that she will only get better from here. Now on the side of the Kurashiki Ablaze, nakausap ko si head coach Hideo Suzuki, who shared how impressed he is with the Farm Fresh Foxies, particularly none other than Trisha Tubu and April Tagsip. They spent some time playing together during their training camp, and he said that Farm Fresh has a lot of potential, and it's only a matter of time and more experience until they establish their place here in the league. You know, guys, as one conference ends, another one begins, and we hope that you are as excited as we are, because we have a question for you right below the poll, the stream, and we're actually asking today which team will execute better offensively. You can join the conversation online. Just use the hashtag PVL2024.
All right, I like your question because as we talked about at the top of the coverage, yung middle blocker is a scorer, hindi nagtitipid. And of course, Trisha Tubu is very, very inspired. So we are excited to see how she will perform today against the guests, the Kurashiki Ablaze, for our sole game today, this Thursday, here at the Phil Sports Arena. When we come back, the start of festivities for the second game of the Invitational round.
gentlemen, introducing the two referees officiating match number 2. First referee, Joy De Imus, ABC International Referee Candidate. Second referee, Fernando Velarde, National Referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for defending champions, Kurashiki Ablaze. Opposite hitter number 2, team captain Saya Taniguchi. Setter number 3, Kyoka Oshima. Outside spiker number 10, Yukino Yano. Middle blocker number 15, Lo Mei Ching. Outside spiker number 16, Saki Tanabe. Middle blocker number 23, Mami Gondo. Starting libero number 9, Kaoru Takahashi. Head coach for Kurashiki Ablaze is Suzuki Hideo. And now the starters for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Setter number 7, team captain Louis Romero. Outside spiker number 1, Asaka Tamaru. Opposite hitter number 4, Caitlin Veray. Outside spiker number 10, Chini Arroyo. Middle blocker number 13, April Taxip. And middle blocker number 16, Riza Cruz. Starting libero number 17, Janelle Delerio. Head coach for Farm Fresh is Shota Sato. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Kurashiki Ablaze versus Farm Fresh. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena. Your starters for Kurashiki Ablaze. This is the same 6 and the libero that started in yesterday's match, which ended in 4 sets. A win for Kurashiki against Escola. So they are already, like you said, Coach Doc AJ, only really 1 win away from entering the second round. And the starters here for Farm Fresh, we mentioned, also had a lot of time to rest, to recuperate, and they start off fresh here again after making it up to the quarterfinals of the Reinforced Conference. Tamaru serving against her former team. So this is an interesting sidelight here. We have Tamaru playing against a team that she knows very well. Kurashiki will score first, though.
Serving team captain Saya Taniguchi.
Good first ball. And that's a well-played combination. Attack there. Chini Arroyo will get the point.
Arroyo with a first point for the Foxies. And it's interesting, Viray starting out instead of Tubu, our featured player.
Tubu named the best opposite spiker after the Reinforced Conference closed yesterday. And a quick conversion coming from Maggie. We featured her in our pregame, and I think we'll be calling her name a lot.
Maggie is 2 for 2 already, so dominant early start.
Back set. And lefty going down the line, but that one missed the line, and Kurashiki will score off of that error on the attack.
Viray trying to avoid the blockers, gunning for the line, just overcooking it.
Saki, and that serve. And that one also called outside by the Lions judge. On the other side of things, the other end of the court, also a miss down the line attempt. Oh, but we have a block touch challenge. Or, yes, it is a block touch challenge very early in this set. And we have look at that. Now we know the character of the Japanese. Right away, fair play card. Need for the challenge. And that point will be awarded to Farm Fresh. Good first ball. And that's a Very well executed. Risa Cruz contributing now her first point.
Cruz finding that open area in zone 5. Sending it there with that quick attack.
And that one escapes Risa Cruz, who went up all alone for that block. No go. Kurashiki now leads by 1, and Kyla Castillo is ready with her report.
Thank you so much, Chiki. Now, we first saw Coach Shota Sato in the Invitational Conference last year with the Kurashiki Ablaze, and the volleyball community immediately grown to like him. Now he's standing on the other side of the court with the Foxies, and he says, while I'm still part of the coaching staff of the Kurashiki, I'm excited to be their opponent today. According to Coach Shota, the Farm Fresh Foxies have shown a lot of growth in terms of their mentality and skills, and getting the surprise but very much welcomed opportunity to participate this Invitationals can double or triple that growth, which he's very happy for. Elevate your PVL experience this Invitational Conference when you download the Pilipinas Live app, available for only 149 pesos per month. Now back to you, Chiki and Doc AJ.
Thanks a lot, Kyla. Sarap naman mapakinggan noon na talagang all praises yung kalabang coach para sa iyo, and that's a Farm Fresh Gato. But in that last sequence, it was a great offensive play by Kurashiki.
Oshima really activating the middles early on here. Maggie has 3 and Gondo gets her first point from that quick attack.
Good serve by Oshima. Amaru scores from the left pin.
So it's just a seesaw battle so far for both Farm Fresh and Kurashiki.
Looking at the field, AJ, it doesn't look like either team has a real height advantage. Kahit na sabi mong mga guest players ito. So magkakatalo ito sa defense. I think that is the specialty of the Japanese. And that means Farm Fresh needs to be very creative with their plays. And that point will be given to Kurashiki after the check ball.
A little off system, but good adjustment in the part of Taniguchi to use the block to her advantage.
Yano Yukino. That jump serve. Nice attempt, but that is an ace. First one for Kurashiki Ablaze.
Quite the unusual approach for a floater serve. The serve looks like she's gonna go for a top spin serve.
Oh, nobody home. I think she knew exactly where she wanted to put the ball. And Kurashiki at 8 points. Right away, 3 points ahead of Farm Fresh, and we'll take a break. We are back here at the Phil Sports Arena. Less than 24 hours ago, this was jam-packed and really rocking with the finals of the Reinforced Conference. But volleyball does not stop here. The PVL, we continue action here in the Invitational Conference with Farm Fresh, the first of the Filipino teams to go at it against our guest teams. That's it. Quick conversion there. Tanabe is dug. That one goes over. Good save by Farm Fresh. Combination attack read by Tagsip. Rebound. Romero back set. Kate Viray is checked. And Tanabe will go. This is a good back and forth. Back set, good choice. Almost, but not quite. And that is a well done by the setter, Kiyoka Oshima, and how she orchestrated those plays in that rally.
What a distribution, baiting the blockers to the outside hitter and just going for that opposite in that last instance.
Tamaru, the cut shot, well read by the opponents. And that cross court, we see Romero there trying very hard to get to the ball, couldn't quite do it, and Kurashiki enjoying now a 4-point lead.
Taniguchi making good work out of that missed set again. She's 3 for 3 now.
Kate Viray, check there, solo block by Tanabe, perfect timing.
Viray is so far struggling here in this set. No points yet out of 4 attempts with 2 errors.
Tough serves coming from Kurashiki. That one is down the line. It looks like Farm Fresh will get that.
Just like that, Kate Viray tallies her first point. Blockers of Kurashiki let go of that ball, thinking that it won't be set.
Big serve. Over received, still saved by Kurashiki. That one is hit outside, off the hands of Viray, and Kurashiki will continue to score.
Tanabe also tallies her first point. What a set by Oshima.
Farm Fresh doing a good job with their first balls. Oh, but look at that. Sarado na naman ang blocking ng Kurashiki. And Maggie really using her height advantage there. All 6 feet of her. We have a timeout.
Okay, 自分たちもアブレイズに勝てる力を持ってる。Kaya nating talogin natin sila. Okay, ブロック勝負していけばいいよ。もらこう、カバー、カバー、カバー。Okay.
Pa-check tayo, pa-check.
Go ready.
Say, 1, 2, 3. Perfect!
Some adjustments Farm Fresh needs to make, and what do you think is the primary concern for Farm Fresh at this point, AJ?
It's just getting the passing on point because the middles are not connecting as much.
And also maybe the precision, no? They're missing their targets a little bit.
Yeah, compared to Kurashiki, they haven't committed any error yet, and they've been doing a lot of attack points as well as service aces and kill block points.
Malaki na rin ang kalamangan ng Kurashiki, and a break here for Farm Fresh. That was a tough serve. Lucky for the Foxies, it sailed out.
Yeah, just when I said that they haven't committed any error yet.
I think as we've seen in many games, we saw that yesterday, it's the timing of the errors also that is of concern. And that one is outside, so tit for tat. Nasayang din ng Farm Fresh, a break that they should have really made use of, squandered there. Tanabe with a good serve, almost over. Somebody's at the net, it seems. Oh, somebody went over the net.
Overreaching to be called on Yano. Ball was too tight on the net, but Romero was still in a setting motion.
And here's Tristubu coming into the game mid-set, which was actually a surprise, as you mentioned, AJ, no?
and coming in for the setter because it's a double substitution. So let's see if the gamble will pay off, if they will stick with Legacion and not with Romero.
Legacion with the serve there. Those quicks really working well for Kurashiki. Parang mas gusto nila yung mabilis na pace na laban. And just like that, Kurashiki already at 16 points. 7-point lead in this first set. The lead for Kurashiki has ballooned to 7 points. Farm Fresh still trying to figure out and find their rhythm and really needing to minimize their errors. Meantime, blocking has been on point for Kurashiki.
Third kill block for Kurashiki. Yeah, with a tall setter up front, you can't afford to just roll the ball low if it's an out-of-system play. At least try to get it at the highest point still.
You're talking about the first balls. We've seen a couple of good receives, but really credit also to Kurashiki who are dishing out tough serves.
They're really putting the pressure, and it's been hard for the Foxies to establish their offense compared to Kurashiki, where their first ball has been mostly on point. That's why their middles are getting some points also.
And the first attempt by Trisha Tubu, that one did not go well. And 19-19 is the score. Kyla Castillo will come in, but first we have a timeout.
Pass spike, okay. Chin B pass. Pass the cover, okay. Baby. A pass good middle, okay. Use. No lead.
Yes,
Need. Okay. No commit. Okay. Use. Point to get. Okay. Next one. Last. Okay. Next 1 point. Important. Okay. Focus 1 point.
Side out, side out, side out, side out. Side out, side out. Let's go, side out.
Go.
1, 2, 3.
And it's crunch time for Farm Fresh, but first let's hear from Kyla Castillo.
Chicky and Doc AJ, why don't we all greet Jolina De La Cruz a happy birthday as she celebrates her 25th birthday today. She wishes for a Farm Fresh win. There she is enjoying the game right now with her family. But on a personal note, Jolina has shared her wish for a healthier and stronger self so she can return to the court and contribute to her team's success. We wish her a happy birthday, a speedy recovery, and we look forward to seeing her back in action real soon. Back to you, Chicky and Doc AJ.
Thank you, Kyla. 25 is a big birthday. Happy birthday to Jolina De La Cruz. Tubu is dogged by Maggie. Maggie showing she is an all-around player. But we're seeing rallies more lengthy now. Farm Fresh fighting and seeing the urgency. Good defense. Romero pushing it out to Tubu. Off speed. Good up by the setter. Yano will go. Great rally here. Rebound. Kurashiki will go again. Yano one more time. And this was a go. And that was fun.
Yano finally ends that mega rally and earns her first attack point. Going now for a down-the-line attack, showing that gap between the blocker and the antenna. A lot of her attempts were going cross-court primarily, and it was in the down-the-line attack that finally found success.
Still an 11-point lead for Kurashiki. That one's outside. Again, it's really Farm Fresh. And they are responsible really for their own undoing. I mean, it's their unforced errors that have been really
Arroyo
keeping
has
them at
struggled,
9.
actually. She had a good start. She was 3 for 3 early on, and now hasn't scored since.
Oh, that's a good one. Finding the donut hole. Risa Cruz using her height advantage. Seeing what is in front of her. Able to place the joint. Ayun, ang butas. Another player coming in at the serve. La Rosa in for the first time today. Lucky break again for Farm Fresh. That's an unforced error, this time from Kurashiki.
Attack by Gondo, sails wide. But it was almost at a good position. No one was there in zone 5.
Good first ball. And it leads to a kill by Yano. Spike of the set. Brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. Sugira. Yukina. So we're seeing new faces. Kurashiki coaching staff shuffling the players in and out now, giving as many players the chance to participate here.
Miura coming in for Oshima as the setter.
Good first ball. But a broken play anyhow, and a chance here for Farm Fresh. Tubu with that elevation. And that's the Tubu we know.
Tubu finally joins the scoring board also.
Still a long way away for Farm Fresh though. Easy point again for Kurashiki. Now they're only 2 points away from winning this first set. Farm Fresh really has to find a way to get those points in a row.
Taniguchi already 4 out of 4 attempts, so 100% efficiency from the opposite of Kurashiki Ablaze.
Good save. Tanabe. Amaro will go. Back row attempt. Good enough. And you know, si Yano, nung nagsimula, hindi na tumigil.
Yeah.
She has been streaking.
Third attack point for Yano from that pipe.
Set point for Kurashiki. Tubu was stopped. She's gonna go again. This time going cross court. Good defense by the Ablaze. And lucky break again for Farm Fresh. Buhay pa sila with that error on the attack. Taniguchi.
It's checked.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
checked. Let's see.
It was Taniguchi, and that was her 5th point out of 5th attempts. So 100%.
25, 15, 13 is the final score, and that was a cakewalk for Kurashiki Ablaze. Let's see if the Foxies are able to perform better in the second set. We'll be back. It was a dominant Kurashiki Ablaze in that first set, 25-13, the final score. And let's break it down a little bit. Take a look at the highlights of the set.
Yeah, with Kurashiki Ablaze, Maggie and Taniguchi really leading in terms of the attack. Of course, it was a very well orchestrated set by Oshima, distributing the balls very nice compared to the Foxies, who the distribution is there, but the efficiency is not comparable to Kurashiki Ablaze. Out of 26 attempts, they were able to tally 15 and just one error for the Japanese, which is 54% efficiency, really respectable. Whereas the Farm Fresh Foxies only had 9 out of 37 and 6 were errors. So if we're gonna talk about efficiency, it's just around 8% compared to 54 of Kurashiki Ablaze. So just by that, we know the story of how it went. And Kurashiki Ablaze also had 3 service errors and 3 blocks compared to none of the Foxies. So it was a really dominant set. So let's see how the Foxies will be able to get their groove back and give the Japanese a challenge.
We talked about the reception that could stand some improvement for the Foxies. 3 aces that the Ablaze were able to score. And an interesting sidelight here is seeing how really Farm Fresh has taken on the Japanese style of playing, or they're trying to because of their Japanese coach. And it seems observing Kurashiki, AJ, parang they put a lot of premium on precision, no? Hindi muna yung power, just clean volleyball bago kayo magpatayan. Shatubu. She didn't start in the first set, and she's kept here in play in the second set, which is probably what the Farm Fresh Foxies need. She scores first for her team.
Yeah, definitely a much-needed good start from Trisha Tubu. Viray is now in the open position.
Back set. And that's into the net. Set a little low, difficult.
Yeah, a little too short on the net for Taniguchi.
Kyle Tagsip, one of the taller players for Farm Fresh, or in the field actually. Romero checking out her options, went for Kate Viray, who is now playing on the left pin. Good challenge at the block. She goes up again. Nagsisipag si Kate Viray, but that one hit the antenna, so it's going to be a point for Kurashiki.
Taniguchi has been doing that since the first set, using the block to her advantage. She's showing that it's not all about power, but showing a lot of court smarts in the attack.
Tanabe there in cross court. Tamaru with a dig. Tubu! And she failed on that one again. We know what she's trying to do. She's trying to vary her attacks, but couldn't get that one through the net. Let's turn it over again to Kyla Castillo with a report.
What a dominant first set win by the Kurashiki Ablaze, and huge part in that was none other than Saya Taniguchi. And I've got a few interesting facts about her, Chiki and Doc AJ. She started playing when she was just 9 years old, and now that she's 24, she said that nothing much has changed. She still feels the same joy playing volleyball. And apart from working hard on the court, she also works hard off the court, as she is an accountant. And she isn't the only one. Most of these players of the Kurashiki Ablaze are diligent workers by day and devoted volleyball players by night. More volleyball actions and stories coming your way. Just download the Pilipinas Live app, available for 149 pesos per month only. Back to you, Chiki and Doc AJ.
Thanks a lot, Kyla. Kaya pala, kalkulado yung mga tira nila, yung mga accountant. Oh, look at that, Maggie. Of course, Maggie is an import coming from Malaysia, 28 years old, joining the Kurashiki Ablaze here in their appearance in the Invitational round. But interesting sidelights there from Kyla. And they start at 9 years old, which is not new. We've seen, we see a lot of videos of these young Japanese players. They start them early talaga.
Louis Romero catching the defense off guard with that 1-2 play.
Yes. well executed. Now she's going to leave the defense of Kurashiki guessing as to when she is going to do it again. Joust won by Farm Fresh. Good up by escapes the ride there with that good save, but Kurashiki eventually with a counter.
Suji, who's now in for Yano previously, scores her first point off the block.
She didn't wait too long, but she pulled another trick out of her hat, and we know Luis Romero is capable of such plays.
Yeah, ball was going too tight on the net. Good thinking by Luis Romero. Just dropping the ball to that corner of zone 4.
Chance here, that one goes over. And it's called inside. And Suji there going deep, finding zone 6 empty.
Back-to-back points for Suji. Just can see how much power she's really putting into that.
Suji also did not start. She's coming off the bench. Much better showing for Farm Fresh. They actually lead now in the second set.
Romero getting some help from the net, redirecting the ball.
Broken play, Tubu hitting it off the blockers. Suji again, and Tubu tried to do it all alone. That one bounces outside, and Kurashiki will get the point. We're all tied at 6.
What a rotation for Tsuji. Garnering 3 out of 4 attempts in just one rotation. The net.
Tubu again. And we see why she is the best opposite striker from the reinforced conference. She's just very efficient, very comfortable.
Pass play from Rui to Tubu. Tooling the block. Her second attack point.
Of course, both of them lefties. Si Kate Viray and Trish Tubu, both lefties, and that is a plus for playing the opposite. Yes, for any volleyball players, it's more unpredictable, but Taniguchi now causing some damage.
Yeah, and what a set by Oshima. Yeah, it wasn't caught in the camera, but she was looking at the court first of Farm Fresh Foxies even before setting the ball. Seeing where the blockers are.
And there is somebody at the net coming from Kurashiki side. Our down referee, Hawkeyes there, catching violation. Farm Fresh leads after this first technical timeout. We'll be back after the break. On your screens, Maggie, the formidable middle blocker of Kurashiki, with 7 points already today.
1 point Farm Fresh.
Farm Fresh now with a 2-point lead. This is definitely an improvement from the first set. And anong nakikita mo ang gumanda sa laro ng Farm Fresh in the second set, AJ?
Well, they're doing better in terms of their attack. And over on the other side, Kurashiki yet to feel the presence of Maggie once more in terms of the scoring.
That's a quick point there from Tanabe, just also placement shot. That's a good first ball. And again, oh, nasilip at nalaman ni Romero. And that bodes well for Tubu and Farm Fresh. That was an exciting point. One more time on that. And look who gets that. Of course, it's Louis Romero, setter to setter. It seems like...
Recognizes the tendency.
Oh. Just great effort by the diminutive Romero, winning a joust. Oh, and these errors, these miscues. You know, it's a shame to see these kinds of things happen after these hard-fought points.
Those are the kind of errors that really somehow kills momentum.
Ace! Number one for Saki Tanabe.
Another communication error between Viray and Tamaru. The ball was clearly going to that gap between the two players.
Good receive. Good defense though on the Kurashiki side. Another quick conversion. Just great transition plays here by the Ablaze.
Yeah, Oshima just going for a faster play, knowing that the block wasn't well established for Foxies. And Tsuji now with 4 out of 5 attempts.
Again, laps there. Free ball for the Ablaze. Delario, Libero working hard for Farm Fresh, and an error from Kate Veray, who is now playing from the left pin, hitting the ball right into the net. We have a timeout.
Farm Fresh.
Okay. Next, A pass. 4 or right kick. B or A. Okay. まさかマスバックアタック入ってこない。Okay. Next point. Okay. Focus. Side out. Focus. Side out. Okay.
Okay, one more. Side out, side out, side out. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Farm Fresh.
Continuing to serve Saki Tanabe.
Seems like the presence of Tubu has made a difference for Farm Fresh. They are sticking with Kurashiki, even led by 2 points in the second set. Now Kurashiki getting the lead back. They're now up by 3.
13 serving time.
So far, it's just Tubu who's really doing the highest in terms of the attack damage. Romero has 2, even higher than the rest of the players in the roster so far in this set. So needs a lot more help.
Oh, the effort.
Others.
Great defense there. That's certainly a highlight for today. Tubu showing her defensive prowess. Also, that one's outside. And good for Farm Fresh. Talaga nakikita mo pag hinahabol yung bola, tumatawid pa just to keep the ball in play.
Oshima also wanting some piece of the pie in the attack. Just sending it long. And
Tubu will go up. Scrappy defense for Kurashiki and quick thinking at the net. Maggie owns it. She's saying, can't get anything past me.
Substitution for Farm Fresh for out.
We got La Rosa coming in. We saw her with some minutes in the first set coming in at the serve. And she takes the place of Kate Veray in the back. That's a good first ball. La Rosa set that one. And they will get a check ball. Tamaru will score.
And Tamaru finally, after being a little silent in set number 2, so might as well do as much damage now while she's up front.
Oh, long for Lisa Cruz. Again,
At this point of the set,
errors.
it's usually magnified if you're making service errors.
Frank Lau of Farm Fresh, hoping that those service errors will no longer show up. Good combination attack, that's more like it. Yan ang gusto makita ni Mr. Lau.
What a fast play coming from the pass from Tamaru. And Romero just sending it really quick.
Good blocking for Farm Fresh. Another chance, one-handed set by Romero. Tamaru just sends it over. Tsuji, oh, look at Trisha Tubu. Just a series of good plays for Trisha Tubu. This time going at it all alone.
Tubu. Perfect press on the net. Perfect position.
Free ball. Romero looking for Tubu again. Buhay pa ang bola. Cut shot. Tubu asking for it. She's gonna get it. Blockers were there. Farm Fresh called for a violation for touches. And Kurashiki will get to 16 points first, but only a 2-point lead this time. Back after the break. First set was won by Kurashiki Ablaze, 25-13. So already Farm Fresh has improved their showing. 16-14 is the count, and the Foxies have kept it close since the start of the second set.
Yeah, definitely improved, but still need to work on those attack errors. If they want to get this set from the Kurashiki Ablaze.
Oh, look at that. No error there. That looked really good for Tamaru.
Tamaru now with 4 out of 7 attempts.
And the spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan. Big serve. Tubu with a tip. Back set. That was a beauty. A great switch by the setter of Shima.
What a dig by the libero of Kurashiki Ablaze. Putting it perfectly in the passing location.
And followed up by an ace. Kawamura. Another new face here for the Ablaze.
19-15.
Lead up to 4 now for the Ablaze. Wow, just wow. Maggie hindi nagpadala dun sa combination attack. Basang-basa.
Barely even moved.
20.
Yeah, I saw that Trisha was moving towards the middle.
Inabangan talaga niya. At this time, Taniguchi lacking a little bit or creating too much space between her and the net.
13 out, 11 Arellana in.
New player for Farm Fresh, Pierre Abellana. And that is called outside, it seems, but Kurashiki is going to get the touch. And it looks like this is going to be...
Taniguchi has been really using the blockers to get points.
No challenge there. Biggest lead for Kurashiki in the second set. That's a big jump. Good defense by the Ablaze. Tanabe stopped. And a free ball. Shoot set. That one works. We didn't see that earlier. So another option here. Another play that works for Tanabe.
22-16.
Shima showcasing her talent as a setter. Timeout.
チャンスボール丁寧にさっきの今のコンビぐらいの感じで、A パス入ったらしっかりコンビ使って。いいパス。OK。あともっと中で喋れ。OK。最後。
Lead up to 6 points now, the biggest we've seen in the second set. But going back to the first frame that ended 25-13, Farm Fresh has already improved in this second set. But now we're seeing Kurashiki showing their better side.
Third service ace in this set for Kurashiki Ablaze. Farm Fresh started out okay in this set number 2, but once those communication errors started piling up, that's when Kurashiki started building momentum.
Not yung pito. Somebody was at the net. It looks like it's going to go against Farm Fresh, and Kurashiki all of a sudden at multiple set points here. We saw Farm Fresh lead by 2 earlier in this second frame. Good defense. And it is just the quick conversions and the good rebounds, efficient defense from Kurashiki Ablaze, particularly in the latter part of the second set, getting them this win. 25-16, and this featured server of the set is brought to you by Sunsilk. Switch to the new Sunsilk Anti-Dandruff Shampoo now. Tanggal dandruff na, balik healthy, smooth hair pa. 25-16 in that second set, 25-13 in the first set. But the surprising thing here, AJ, ang ganda na ng pinapakita ng Farm Fresh. Dikit na dikit yung laban in the first part of the set.
Yeah, Farm Fresh started out strong in this set, definitely. Trisha Tubu was there to provide some early points, as well as Tamaru, who had 4 out of 7. Louis Romero even had 2, but it was quite a struggle for them as the errors started piling up.
We're going to take a closer look at the stats after the break. Stay with us. That second set went 25-13, the first set score. So clearly, Ablaze dominant over Farm Fresh. We talked about how Farm Fresh managed to start strong in the set two, but it waned towards the end.
Yeah, it was quite a slow start for Kurashiki Ablaze, committing some errors early on compared to their set one where they were almost immaculate. But Farm Fresh Foxies were able to take advantage of that early on, but once the mid part of the second set came in, that's where some of the communication errors started manifesting and just piling on top of each other. When it comes to attack, Kurashiki had the better efficiency, even if the number is quite close with 13 and 11. With Kurashiki, Tsuji leading the pack with 4 out of 10, 40% efficiency. Taniguchi, not as much efficiency compared to the first set at 20%, but still respectable. Tanabe had 2 out of 4 as second open, 50%. Maggie wasn't as dominant, 2 out of 6 attempts. But for Farm Fresh Foxies, it was really Tamaru who only had the best percentage, 4 out of 7. Trisha Tubu had 3 points, but that was out of 12 attempts and 2 were errors, so 8% efficiency. So still not that high if they want to really get a set from the Kurashiki Ablaze.
We had a couple of exciting sequences in that second set though. Yung mga habol ni Tubu, yung mga pinakita niyang depensa. We saw how she crossed the court in one of those plays, in one of those sequences, and managed to keep the ball still at play. And these are the things that we like to see from the best opposite player. Newly minted, newly crowned in the Reinforced Conference. That's Trisha Tubu. And this is their last chance. They need to win this set if they want to extend and keep playing. Kurashiki Ablaze already won their first game that they played yesterday in the early game. We had a triple header yesterday as well, so they are on top of the standings. Back row, Maggie, all alone. She knew exactly where to stand. Sabi mo nga, hindi halos gumagalaw. Basang-basa niya kung saan pupunta yung bola.
Just with authority on that block.
Another chance here. Oh, overset there. That was called outside. And Kyla Castillo is ready with her report.
From angry to smiley, yan ang biro ng teammates ni Louie Romero sa kanya. Nang tanungin ko siya kung kumusta ang growth niya dito sa PVL. Kung dati raw ay easily frustrated siya kung may di kagandahang pasa o di naman kaya ay error, ay makikita mo agad ito sa kanyang mukha. Ngayon daw ay natutunan niya ng kumalma. Iyaw ng teammates niya, ngumingiti na siya. As a setter, Louie recognizes how she's not only responsible for playmaking but also bringing the team together and maintaining good body language. The action continues in the PVL and you definitely don't want to miss out. Download the Pilipinas Live app now for only 149 pesos. Back to you, Chiki and Doc AJ.
Well, that was a heck of a play there as you were reporting, Kyla, an offensive block, care of Trish Tubu. Double block there, and now we're even at 2 apiece. Here on the attack, another new player coming in for Kurashiki Ablaze. It's Sayaka.
Sayaka Tanida actually struggling early on now. 3 errors already.
So get another chance. Getting it past the 2-man block. And Maggie. She is just all authority at the net.
That overdig. Maggie quick to recognize that it's within hitting range.
Good defense coming from Kurashiki and quick thinking. That's 2 good plays in a row. Hyoka Oshima also showing her versatility.
Seeing that everyone is scrambled in the defense and Oshima just with that height.
Kurashiki just does not want to play beyond the 3 sets. They won yesterday against Escola, the other guest team here in the Invitational Conference, the Thai team. But that went 4 sets yesterday. Shishtubo, on the other hand, wants to keep playing.
Shatubu knowing that there's a shorter blocker for her in the open, but ball went out. Tamaru finding some success with that pipe. Just one-on-one against Maggie. New open hitter for your Kurashiki Ablaze in Morimoto also.
Oh, just missed time there for La Rosa. She went up and it was too late. So that's going to be an easy point for Kurashiki and Maggie. You know, it's really so pretty to see. It's so exciting to see how she's able to block those pipe attacks, which are actually harder to do, di ba? Ang layo kasi nung pinanggagalingan ng palo. Again, quick conversion for Kurashiki, but Farm Fresh challenging them at the defense. Good dig by the Foxies. One more time. Oh, look at those saves. Hilario really working hard. Good reflex action there by La Rosa. And she goes up. Maggie stretching for that one. And how about this rally? Tagsip saving the ball. Where will Oshima go? A quick and after several attempts, Kurashiki will get that point. Most exciting rally we've seen today. And we are at our first technical timeout. Kurashiki leads by 4.
Still serving low Mei.
Kurashiki with the lead after the first technical timeout. And that increases another point. Now a 5-point advantage for the Ablaze. Again, the errors is plaguing Farm Fresh.
Errors but really starting to pile up for them. Just like that, 6-point lead for Kurashiki Ablaze.
This time, Luis Romero's trick was foiled. La Rosa. Oshima going back. Oh, good pickup there by Tamaru. But Oshima just so on to the ball. She is so efficient, like we said. 5'8" setter. Is really in command at the front. Kate Santiago seeing action for the first time here in this third set. We've also seen the connection between Kate Santiago, Luis Romero. Let's see if she can activate that here today. Back row attack, past the net, broken play. Santiago will go. And we have a violation. Somebody went over the net. It's going to be in favor of Farm Fresh na naghahabol na ngayon. Let's see if Kate Santiago is the difference here in this third set.
Well, if there's a good time to do that, to make a run, it's now. Save for Taniguchi, everyone's a new face for Kurashiki Ablaze. Probably giving some time to rest for the usual starters, because this is their second game in a row.
You face a surprise attack from this setter, Sugiura, who has a very unconventional serve. Farm Fresh, turn at the offense. One more chance here. The broken play. Tamaru overcooked that one.
Even Tamaru is struggling here in this set. Only 1 out of 5 attempts, 3 errors on that. So now it's totally different lineup.
Left-handed setter at the serve there. Oh! That one had a lot of speed behind that attack, and we need to see more of that from Tamaru.
Tamaru perfectly disguising her approach, making a wind-up from the left side.
That spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin, Pasalubong ng Bayan. Farm Fresh looking for a call, didn't get it. Play continues. And John at it now in the game. That one gets past her. She needs to be a little tighter on that block and probably needs an assist from her teammates. Start to go solo.
Big 8-point gap by Kurashiki Ablaze.
And that tip. Getting Farm Fresh another shot. Tamaru gets past the 2-man block. Kate Santiago with a good defense there. Not it. Winning that joust. Sugiura giving it Kayamura, who just sends it over. Underhanded set. Tamaru again. It's the same thing. And it's just not Tamaru's day, it seems.
Not in this set, at least. He was doing well in set number 2, but now it's like a lot of errors, trying to go for those high attack or high reach with her attack, but just sending it way out.
Suji will go. That was a tough set, and still Suji gets a point for it. Hilario is diving for everything. You got to give her credit for her efforts. But Kurashiki now with a 10-point lead at her second technical timeout. And again, another botched play there from Farm Fresh. Again, doing their own damage with the continuous unforced errors. 11-point lead for Kurashiki. And like you mentioned, this is a platoon substitution, so this is the second string of players.
Tamaru has had enough. Just really spiking with authority from that left side.
Finally getting a break. A couple of unforced errors in a row. Oh, well done for Kurashiki. Kawamura using her height.
Kawamura, just a new entry here in set number 3, but had 3 out of 5 attack points already.
Also almost 5'9", one of the taller players. And the younger ones also joust. Oh, totally untouched. That was dominated by Gondo, another new player.
Yeah, Maggie was subbed out for Gondo, and now it's totally the second stringers for Kurashiki Ablaze.
And now it's Trisha Tubu's turn. A little frustration there. You see that she was unchallenged, but just sent the ball out.
Yeah, that makes it the 8th attack error for the whole team in this set alone.
Tamaru, rebound there for Ablaze. Good blocking from Farm Fresh. Another chance here. Nice try, but Narit could not keep the ball in play. And Farm Fresh just really struggling here in this third set.
Tsuji showing some versatility. In the previous set, she was fielded in as an open hitter, and now as the opposite. Trisha Tubu finally makes a point here in set number 3. So far, it has all been Tamaru with 3 points in the attack. With that kill point by Tubu, she joins Tamaru in the scoring board here in set number 3.
And this really should be Trisha Tubu's time to shine. I mean, Maggie is no longer there to get in her way. But Ablaze just keeps on getting the easy points. And, you know, looking at the circumstances that Farm Fresh finds themselves in, they actually were not supposed to be part of the Invitational Conference, as we see Narit there with the hit. And there you go. Some effort at the net. Paying off for Kate Santiago and Joan Narit. They are actually the substitute team for PLDT who opted not to participate in this invitation. It was an invitational even for the local players. It's not necessary for them to join. It wasn't required. Sugura. And that one's inside, so Trish Tubu just...
Back-to-back points for Trisha Tubu. Finding that end line. Let's see if this is the spark plug that is badly needed by the Foxies.
It's a huge, comfortable lead, though, for Kurashiki Ablaze. And it's a perfect pass. And look at Tanida. I mean, it doesn't look like the second stringers because they are working very well together, very fluid.
That approach by Tanida is just very nonchalant. But just putting enough power to break through the block.
Oh, monster hit from Trisha Tubu.
This is the Trisha Tubu that we've been looking for.
Those cut shots. She can switch the direction of her attacks. Oh, that didn't go past the net. That's going to be another point. Double hit called against Sugura. Lumalaban pa rin ang Farm Fresh, but this is an uphill battle.
Not out of the woods yet, but anything can happen.
All still good. Kurashiki asking for a double hit. 4 touches is going to be the call. And the Ablaze now with multiple set points. And what a performance for the bench players, the second string players of Kurashiki Ablaze. Clearly have a strong bench, a deep bench, and a good future for these young players.
And it's very advantageous, especially playing back-to-back games 2 days in a row. Like the performance of the second stringers will be very much appreciated by the starters.
A lot of lefties from Farm Fresh, and what a time to get a service ace. I mean, this is a better look At least we've eliminated the barrage of service errors, no, kanina. Still match point for Kurashiki Ablaze. Will this be it for the guests? Not yet, si John Narit. Or rather, it's a Kyle Tagsip now back in the game.
Santiago putting enough power in the services to get Kurashiki Ablaze out of system.
That's a tough serve. Oh, that wind-up, it's called inside. Talagang pinabayan din ng Farm Fresh. We were hoping it would go out, but it kissed the baseline. Zone 6. Perfect target for Kurashiki, but we are going to challenge.
Yeah, this is going to be the Hail Mary challenge.
Yeah, why not? We have a free shot at it. But it looked into me. I don't know, AJ.
Yeah, it looked like it scraped the line. Even the linesman called it.
The last-ditch effort for Farm Fresh. But this has been a tough match for them against Kurashiki Ablaze, who is already playing their second game in 2 days. You know, although I think it's a good decision for Farm Fresh to participate in the Invitationals, give the girls more. Oh, look at that. Wow. We all stand corrected. I mean, there's so much speed behind that, for one. But what a challenge for Farm Fresh. And no question there, that was an out ball.
Lady Luck is on their side with that challenge.
Good serves from Kate Santiago. Good pick up by Delerio. Tamaru going up, a soft one. Segura with a chase there. Kate Santiago again on defense. Tamaru! And it's that same problem she's had. She has just been very unlucky with her attacks. And look at her face, just frustrated but still smiling. She knew.
Yeah, but they're going to challenge it with a block touch. Let's see if Lady Luck is still going to give them.
They still have 2 challenges left.
Yeah.
Going. I mean, we're not gonna call it anymore. We were so sure, Doc AJ, that ball was inside kanina. Pero kitang-kita sa video challenge. And, you know, we're talking about
Not
how...
gonna pass judgment yet.
No. And really, these video challenges after the semifinals of the Reinforced Conference, we know how important they are and how they can change, really, the complexion of any game. Tingnan nga natin kung may block touch. Oh, mukhang wala.
Ball shadow.
Nope. It's worth a shot. And officially, Kurashiki Ablaze will score their second W in 2 days here at the Invitational Conference. Straight set win this time compared to the 4-setter that they played against Escola yesterday. Farm Fresh Foxies out of luck today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is ended with 10 scores of 25-20, 25-16, and 25-16. The victory for Kurashiki Ablaze.
And we heard the stadium announcer there running down the scores. Let's take a look at this panalo play of the game, brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. Great play. Like that. And we are so impressed, Doc AJ, by the depth of the bench of Kurashiki Ablaze.
Much needed rest time for the usual starters. Like even Maggie was subbed out in the latter part of the 3rd set, just giving enough rest time for them. But the second stringers quick to take up the lead for Kurashiki Ablaze. Even Kawamura, who was just fielded in the 3rd set, had 3 points easily from the middle.
We will take a quick break, Doc AJ, and pagbalik natin, hihimayin pa natin itong 3rd set and the match. Stay right there. A sweep by the Kurashiki Ablaze in their second game in 2 days here, the Invitational Conference, and Kayla Castillo is with the player of the game.
That's right, Chicky. I'm now with our best player of the game from the Kurashiki Ablaze, Saya Taniguchi. Hello, Saya-san. Ayan, so napakaganda ng nilaro mo ngayon. So anong nararamdaman mo? Pangalawang straight na panalo para sa Kurashiki.
これで2勝目ですけど、1試合目よりも良かった内容的に、そしてどういう感想ですか？
はい、出だしから自分たちのバレーができて、チーム一丸となってすごい雰囲気よくバレーができたと思います。
Okay, at ngayon napansin namin no, kung gaano ka-cheerful at energetic ang bench ng Kurashiki Ablaze. Paano ito nakakatulong sa kanilang game?
ポイントを取った時にベンチのサイドで掛け声みんなやってると思うんですけど、それはどういう力になってますか？
はい、名前が聞こえただけですごい元気が出ますし、もっと頑張ろうっていう気持ちになります。
Narinig nila ng pangalan nila, so more energy daw, more power.
Okay, and for our last question, bukod sa paglalaro ng volleyball, ano pa yung gusto mong gawin dito sa Pilipinas?
バレーボールしてる以外にこのフィリピンでどういうことをしたいですか？
世界遺産に行ったり、遊べるところに行きたいです。
Gusto nila mapasyal, and gusto nila pupunta sa heritage. Gusto nila pasyalan daw.
There you have it. Bukod sa paglalaro ng volleyball, gusto pang pumasyal ni Saya-san dito sa Pilipinas. Now,
Greetings. 家族とか友達とかあと PVL のファンに向けて挨拶してください。
こんにちは。フィリピンでバレーボール頑張ってます。フィリピンのまた試合で応援してください。名前呼んでくれるの待ってます。
Mag-enjoy siya sa Pilipinas sa playing volleyball. Kung manood sila ng game nila, tawagin na daw name niya.
ayan, para sa lahat ng mga nanonood, huwag kayong mahiya. Tawagin niyo lang ang name ni Saya-san and she'll be more than happy to entertain you guys. But don't go away because we will be back after this break.
Straight set win for Kurashiki Ablaze and our player of the game, Saya Taniguchi. Remember her name. We're going to see them play a couple more games, and we're going to see how well she did in the match highlights today. Double digits for Saya Taniguchi.
Well-orchestrated effort for the whole team of Kurashiki Ablaze. Just realized that they both have foxes as their emblems. But with Kurashiki Ablaze, they started out strong in the first set. Maggie had a dominant run early on, and Taniguchi, our featured player, also had really impressive efficiency. Even if they were subbed out in set number 3 to give opportunity for their second stringers, the whole team didn't really get doused. Their flames weren't doused, and they were able to secure this game in just 3 sets after a back-to-back game from yesterday. Over on the other side, Farm Fresh Foxies had some good run, especially at the start of the second set, but it's just really the errors that went piling up, breaking their own momentum and eventually handling the victory to Kurashiki Ablaze.
And let's take a look at the numbers here. Look at the disparity in the attacks.
Yeah, big disparity in terms of attacks, even blocks and aces. So Kurashiki was really firing from all cylinders, and it's the opponent errors also big difference in terms of performance with the efficiency of both teams. Farm Fresh had struggles with a lot of their errors, especially in the third set. Even their reinforcement Amaru had a lot of struggles in the attack, while Kurashiki just really minimized their errors and just playing more efficiently, handling them this 3-set victory.
We had a couple of really good rallies, some exciting stretches in this match today, and some bright spots, exciting attacks from Trish Tubu, but it just was not enough. And Kurashiki Ablaze is now on top of the standings with 2 wins and 0 losses. Tomorrow we continue with our Invitational Conference. This is a short one, so make sure you are on hand for the Creamline Cools Matchers going up against Escola at 2 p.m. and Signal going up against Farm Fresh again. They get 0 rest, and that will be at the Santa Rosa Sports Complex in Laguna. That is September 6th, Friday. Meantime, this is it for us. On behalf of my partner, Doc AJ Pareja, Kyla Castillo, our director, Ken Natividad, and all the men and women of Signal Sports, this has been Chiki Roa Puno. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you for more volleyball here at the 2024 PVL, the heart of volleyball.